victory against the Mammoths in a very close and exciting game. How did your first game go, Rebels? I wasn't watching. What happened? This is their first game. Exciting. So it's their first game of day 2. Rebels coming into this one as the lower seeded team, but I still think we can have a nice game.
Warlocks, I'll be referring to you as the blue team. Rebels,
I'm Zachary Cox. I don't have a co-commentator. I'm going to move the thing over so Sam can help me. We're just about to do a brooms up. I'm very much backing Warlocks on both of these brooms ups. And we'll see what happens. Okay, so ball make its way into the hands here of keeper Jamie, an ex-Nottingham player who I've played a couple times with. And control also in the hands of the Warlocks. Good shot comes through from Jamie, brings that score up to 1-0. So, how you doing, Sam?
I'm good. So it's just adjusting the scoreline there and whatnot, making sure that that goes through. I'm doing well. So the volleyball is currently with 82, the keeper from Rebels, who's now stalled in the middle of the pitch. Do we know who that is?
A brooms down has been called. I'm assuming this is some kind of like equipment issue.
Okay. Hold on.
Let's have a listen in, and I'll tell you.
Yeah, we forgot to count you.
I believe it was.
Okay, you're the captain, right?
So we've had a blue
so
card.
you're on one yellow,
for
and you're about to get a
rule.
speaking captain yellow card for having an illegal set of players.
West
That's going to be
Country,
an ejection.
red carded.
Well, he's got 2
Okay, let me get cards. Okay.
Oh my God.
So he's had a yellow for something previously, and now he's about to be yellowed for, I believe it's a gender violation.
I thought it was blue for a gender violation, isn't
I think
it?
it's yellow.
It's the precedent.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure, that's what he said.
So potentially a massive irritating card here for
Warlocks had a player in the penalty box from the start of the game. Rebels, rather. Sorry, my bad. So, yellow card. Rebels speaking captain for illegal set of players. Second yellow card. Ejection.
That is, to say the least, unfortunate.
What's happened there, from what I understand, is that the Rebels had a player in the subs box because they missed a volunteer slot. So they started with the yellow card, which was officially for their captain already, who was Reese. And instead of just having 5 players on the pitch, then they put an extra person on the pitch. So technically they've got 7 people in play at the moment, which is another yellow card to the captain, which has led with Reese being ejected.
Okay, so they had 7 players on pitch because of a mispositioned card after a...
Do we have a vice captain on Rebels?
I've never seen that happen before. That's brutal.
Do we have a vice?
That's very unlucky. Unfortunately, not paying attention to who was on pitch at the time. Very likely, with the captain being having to go into the penalty box at the start of the game, someone in the subs box has counted the lineup on the starting line and thought, oh, we're down a chaser. Bung someone on, and unfortunately, that's resulted in the captain now being ejected from the pitch.
And to be clear, this isn't a 2-minute card being served. This is one of the Rebels players being asked to leave the pitch and not allowed to return, and then a different player having to serve that 2-minute penalty period. So really just absolute disaster here for the Rebels. Let's see what they can recover. I mean, this has been honestly, for their second tournament, this has been a really impressive looking Warlock squad over the last 2 days. We've seen them put in some really good games. They did well in their group.
I need to keep this moving. I need to keep this moving, Caitlin.
This is now sort of added to a bit of certainty.
Caitlin, you're in the box.
This is the team that we're expecting to...
Stoppage for card. Remount and resume on my whistle.
Unfortunate, but with 4 players on the pitch now, 5 rather, let's see what they're able to do here. On the bright side, this was a foul made in the volleyball game, which means that they're able to retain 2 chasers, 4 chasers rather. The bad news is that because this is a red card, the goal does not negate the time served. They are stuck there for the whole 2 minutes, and have I got the rules wrong? I've got the rules wrong, lovely.
I believe it's because it was 2 yellow cards.
Okay, it's the
so
straight red.
It was
that
still a
caused the
yellow
full
card
2-minute
that was
ejection.
served in the penalty box.
Gotcha, okay. But there was the formal ejection. Very frustrating. This is a lesson to you quad ball players watching at home. Turn up to your volunteer slots, otherwise bad things like this will happen to you.
Play on, play on, play on.
So obviously the stakes for today is that we had 9 slots at EQC, 5 at six at Div 1 and 3 at Div 2. And then the bottom 2 teams of the event are not going to be attending that tournament. At least they're not going to get that first qualifying. Number 8 here, number 6 rather, putting in a nice drive, makes sense. No goal.
No good.
Missed.
No good.
That was slightly disappointing there, but what can you do? Happens sometimes. Good bit of defence there, I guess, by West Country. So the bottom 2 teams in this event won't be in contention for attending the European Cup Division 2. And that's looking like we're expecting Manchester to drop to the bottom of one group, and then now West Country to drop to the bottom of the other. And what we'll see after a victory here would be Wessex topping their group, and then, better goal there by number 6. Good solid drive, goes past a couple of players, nobody's in contention, is able to score a goal there. So yeah, if Wessex win this game, which they're 3 up at the moment with an ejection and a very small team they're playing against to start with, not many subs at all. Expecting them to top their group and then play into the team that top the other group, which is the Olympians. So they'll get to play me at quad ball, which is fun, I guess. But yeah, okay. Slow pace of game here. 3 goals now in the favour of Wessex. They're able to do control. A nice little box here being set up by West Country, but Jamie able to scoop that one out the air. Tall lad, big arms. Pass was meant to go to Caitlin, who was not able to catch it. Lovely beat on the hoops here, dropped, bounced, goes up the backcourt into the hands of the Rebels keeper. Okay. So, 3-point lead. It's not been too long. It's not been a very aggressive style. What I want to see a bit more from Wessex is that a lot of their goals have been from the drives, the counters. Would love to see if they can do a little bit more from the set pieces. And if they...
We are only just on the 4-minute mark now as well.
On the 4-minute mark. Okay, I thought it was a bit higher than that. So maybe the pace is quite good. Well, no, the pace is good. Categorically good.
Ball out!
Good shot over to Caitlin, but that's marked by a dodgeball. Not going to see it picked up. Amber's going to grab it. Poor old Caitlin being sent home. Doesn't even bother beating them. Just sends them for a walk. How respectful. A little bit from behind. That was... Not sure about that one.
I think it was clear clean contact.
I mean, the thing is, so what you're allowed to do is when you're from behind, you've got 2 options. You can either just play for the ball and then try to either knock it out or dink it or hit the ball rather than the player in the arm. Or, if you're going from behind, okay, well, I was explaining the procedures of rules. We see a wonderful goal here put there by the Rebels keeper, number 82, bringing the score to 3-1. Although currently, because of how that board looks, it looks like it's 30, 300 to 100, but what can you do?
3-1, we'll go
3-1, that makes sense, we'll keep it simple. So you either get the choice of attacking the ball and coming from behind at a bit of pace, which you can often do, the little run behind, the sneak, the dink, as I like to refer to it, the stealthy dink, the sneak attack, or you have to stop, plant your feet, and then engage, which is considerably harder to do on a really big player, especially if they're moving. Lovely shot over by Jamie, gets blocked there by Enfys, number 23 for Rebels, popped off to, not sure who that was, 52, and the shot goes through, bringing the score to 4-1 to the favour of West.
Time check, please.
Brooms down play. We're going to see some players having to readjust their positions.
Timeout called by Rebels. 1 minute timeout starts on my whistle.
Okay. 1 minute. Timeout called by Rebels. Timeout called by Rebels. This is a good call here. We want to see a strategic adjustment from the West Country Rebels there. They need to change things up a bit. They're 4-1 down. Sam, what do you think you'd What would you be saying if you were the coach in that sub box?
Personally, I would want to get the quad ball through the goal a couple more times.
That's
that would be the main thing.
Always an astute suggestion.
It is. I mean, to be honest, what it seems like to me is with the Rebels, they keep on mistiming their bludgers with the quad ball drive,
it was potentially
which ends up with the Warlocks being able to get a tackle in the centre of the pitch, balls go down in the middle of the pitch, and once that happens, it then becomes a bit of a speed game in the centre before we can pass out. That's where the Warlocks are really beating them on that. So to be honest, I think making sure that they're not being cut down in the centre, working with their beaters coming up there to give them a bit of protection, to get that a little bit further towards the Warlocks' goals before the counter can be made, at least giving them a chance to set a defence.
If there's something on the practical level that lower quality quad ball teams get wrong, it is usually timing, right? It's lining up the play in the different balls of each other. Obviously, the thing you have to remember when we're playing this sport is that there's essentially 3 games happening at once at its worst time, and sometimes they touch each other.
Rebels have used their
It's
timeout.
worst or it's best.
Play resumes on my whistle.
Dodgeball players playing one game, and then volleyball players playing another game. And if there's a flag runner on the pitch, then also that's a whole different thing going on. And those games all affect each other. Things happen at different times. Lisa here, look like make a move on the flag. Big shot goes over, but it's covered by a dodgeball.
Pascal
Gets it thrown back to Emphies. Good throw here. Trades onto
Ball
Lisa. Ball goes back, and
Warning
we
for
are going to
language.
see no dodgeballs here. Jamie Holland got a good chance in here with a run. Lovely goal.
That is
Brings the
good.
score to 5-1. Maybe not what we were looking for out of that little Rebels timeout called.
But again, I think we can see that not having any defence on their with their beaters in the centre of the pitch there allowed their chasers to be knocked down. I think, brilliant. I'm going to back away from the microphone. and
over
get
halfway.
My esteemed colleague.
Safe.
Come on, Chloe.
Oh, it's me, is it?
Hello, Chloe. How you doing?
I'm alright.
We're watching Rebels play the Wessex Warlocks, and Wessex are 5-1 up.
I heard Rebels. had an
Boundary,
injection.
blue ball, blue ball.
Yeah, there was a messy. So there was a yellow card for a missed volunteering slot. Lovely goal there. Arge tosses
Guys,
it right into
good.
the hands of
Olivia
91. I can't see the name there. Wessex.
It's
Out
Olivia
of
Norman.
Olivia,
Olivia Norman.
thank you. All these Southern players, I don't know who they are.
Very good at doing exactly
Absolutely.
what she just did there. Like very good at commanding space.
Yeah, we got it eventually.
Thank you, Alice.
So because there was meant to be, the captain was serving a yellow card for a missed volunteering slot,
Yeah.
and then they had 6 players on pitch. So an illegal combination of 7 players.
Play on, play
the
on, play
captain
on. Beat
then
Memphis, beat
received
Memphis,
another
beat
yellow
Memphis.
card, having already received a
You
yellow
okay?
card, thus
Beat
received a
Caleb.
red,
Yeah.
and was fully ejected from the game. And
You
there
don't even
are
receive a red anymore, do you? It's just straight ejection.
double yellow.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
They changed everything.
What have you
Yep,
seen?
so we look like we might have seen a head injury here from a face beat. So
That's the
we'll
one we're
see
talking about.
if there is a call made about this. Obviously, lots of rules now surrounding
Yeah,
face beats
definitely.
about distance and intent
You would
and
deem it as
certificates of
excessive
force.
Yep.
It's a very difficult thing to call for.
I know Callum, I
think
would
that
not
probably
deem it
refs
as
don't
excessive
call it
force.
enough. A lot of the
I
time.
know that that's
Sometimes it's
subjective,
accidental.
but
There's something like there's like
it-
there's,
I would
so
not call
basically
it
when
excessive
calling
force.
a head beat, it has to be deemed legal, and it's deemed legal by meeting one of like 4 characteristics, and if it doesn't meet them,
So-
it then goes to a second checklist. Of,
my
was it
argument would be
egregious? And it
Caitlin
goes
was
through
holding
that, and
the
that
bottle
decides
at the time
between a
of being hit
yellow
in
and
the
a
head.
red
So it's
card.
technically a chase with possession.
However,
Good knowledge that was. Any idea what
depending on
those
it, doesn't
bullet
matter.
points are? Or not?
I believe if there is a face beat from over 5 meters away, I believe
I'm
it's
hearing a
legal.
consensus of we're just going to
You're at
walk
the
it
range
out.
where the accuracy of saying it's in the face wouldn't
Yeah,
help.
if they duck into it,
Okay,
it's legal.
that's fine.
Good
Like,
stuff.
they move their body into
What are you
it.
actually going to do then?
Okay.
Start tackling. What you got? Let's go on. 3 or 4.
Warning!
So if it's like negligent,
You're right, Caitlin.
then it's
So it's not thrown very hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Now,
Little-
fortunately,
Yeah.
that was a stoppage to discuss a foul rather than a stoppage to discuss an injury, which means I don't have to force you to sub.
There's a 4th point, and I think it's about was it like
That would
if it wasn't likely to drive the
They'd have to
player's
play a player
head
down.
into the ground,
Yes.
then it's fine. I think.
Yes.
I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting.
Caitlin, there is no
Right.
call, only a warning. Ball is live on the
Sorry,
ground.
okay.
I believe face beats only get
Everything fine.
called on chasers and sea
Okay.
They are.
Ball is loose.
Yep.
Remount and resume on my whistle.
I don't even know how applicable they are to people.
The Argent.
So no call made. Caitlin Riley running back to their sub box now.
Keeper.
Big counter on here for Arj. Great position. Norman in a great spot once again. Lovely stuff.
Goal is good.
Olivia Norman cleans the ground again.
Not a name I'm going to forget after those
Not
two
a name
plays.
you'll
Lovely
ever forget.
stuff. Yeah.
Keepers.
And good bit of distro by Arjun Sharma as well.
Yeah. Honestly,
Okay, so-
I said this before. I think to Grattan, like Arjun Sharma, decent distribution.
Yeah.
Reliable.
So half point being deployed here.
Safe,
Aggressive
safe.
beat thrown is going to result in a loss of control for the Warlocks. Thrown a bit high to Caitlin, but it looks
Play
like there's
on.
another player in the backfield who might be able to pick it up.
That's Pascal.
Scout.
Front to
Shot
Envis,
goes
but-
wide.
yeah.
This is going to go off the
Boundary.
pitch
Blue
and result in
ball.
it being a blue ball.
Pascal. Can't
Handed
swear
over.
in
A
French
couple of
either.
subs happen in the box.
I think Callum,
5, 4,
with that
keeper.
throw, just needs to, doesn't need, I feel like there's so many beaters who think that being a good beater is throwing it hard all the time, and it's not, because when it misses, it can be devastating. It can be devastating. It will cost your team. It
Can
costs
bounce.
your team
If you
goals.
want it to bounce towards you, if it hits, if you miss, it's going to go all the
Play
way
on,
down the
play
outside
on,
of the field.
play
You've got to
on,
go and
play
get
on.
it.
That's fine.
Okay, so good drive on here by number 7. Let's see if Jamie can put in the hit. Goes off. It picked up by Alice Norman, Olivia Norman, not Alice Norman. I've added an Alice.
Ball out,
Is it
ball
Alice
out.
Walker? Alice Walker. I'm looking at the back of the head. Oh, that's not helping me.
Oh, it's twist now?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yes, sure.
That's worse.
Oh, sorry, Sam.
No good, no
Oh,
good, no
good
good.
block by Envis. Good
Lovely
block.
stuff.
Keepers.
Yeah, so
wanna shoot at
7-1
them.
now. Long arms.
Yeah, long arms.
Long arms.
Long arms.
A lot of people in quad ball have long arms, and I
That is
resent
true.
them for it.
I am not
My
one of those
arms.
people with long arms.
My
I
arms
am-
are very short.
I am short and stout, right? I'm like Lord. I'm just not.
Like a teapot. That's fucking. That's
Big
sorry,
beater.
that's
No.
quite rude, Sam. That's quite rude.
I'm like a teapot.
I need.
I
can't
shatter
stop it
easily.
Where's your handle and your spout?
I don't know.
I can't stop it
Okay,
for
so
that.
we're going to see a ball thrown off pitch.
Alice proving that they are faster than a dodgeball, easily.
Norman behind. Good tackle goes in.
Ah.
Jamie probably going to finish this, but beat instead. Let's see if it can be recovered. Olivia's got some hands on, but it's quite a lot of
Go
contact
on.
here. Going to have to swivel a lot to
Go on,
wheedle their way out of
Olivia.
this. I want to see it. A good bit of muscle. Jake Rugia coming in
Be
with that
Olivia, be
bludger,
Olivia, be
sending
Olivia.
everyone home.
Keep
Good
her.
hustle,
That's
no
no
result.
result.
I know,
Shoot.
imagine
Callum's
if
got
that
his shoe.
hustle, like, and she just ripped it out of their arms and just put it.
I
in.
love the
That'd be
moment
so
where that gets
good.
to happen. You know,
Yeah.
you're on the ground, you're wrapped up, you think you're done. You sort of go, no, I'm not giving up. I want that 10 points.
Yeah.
And you score. Oh, it's the best.
For sure.
It's very
Amber
good.
Connaughton on for Olivia.
Oh,
Needs a break. Good hustle.
good. Very good
Keep
hustle.
up, big-
Another thrown beat goes a bit wide. Call being made here. Advantage called against Wessex, I think, from the direction of Palm. Oh, no. Okay. That's going to have to be.
I'll give you a warning.
Yeah.
Warning to Rebels for passing on after beat.
Pass after beat. We're just going to see a quaffle.
Turnover
No.
ball.
Warning and a
Wessex keeper. Remount and resume on my whistle.
I think it has to be particularly egregious for that. Let's see what L can do here. Very scary player, L. Formerly of Warwick. Played a bit for a couple
No
of
good,
teams.
beat
Good
before.
shot by Amber, but just goes a little bit below.
I know,
Not Amber,
I know the
sorry.
answer to your question about what can Elle do. Everything.
Everything. Very well.
Everything.
Yeah. Keeper's ball. So we're going to wasn't out. It hit the floor first, I think, but whatever. So obviously West Country quite far down now in the score. 6
Yeah.
points out, firmly out of range. Sends that bludger quite a long way back
I
for
was gonna say. This
no
seems a
reason as
bit-
far as I can tell. Oh, okay. Good catch from behind, but Jamie's right there.
Ooh, spins
Tackle
off.
spun, has to deal with L
Good
into
block.
the hands of a player there. No
Blocked
good.
by Henry, catch by Amber.
Good stuff.
Oh, stood on the 10 string.
Stood on the tent.
There we go. Henry receives.
Let's see if we can finish it.
Pass
Oh,
it.
no, that's
Play
pass
on,
after. That is
play
going to be a
on.
Rebels ball.
Yeah.
Okay, drives on. No balls in the way blocking it.
for Envis.
Emphy's in a great
Come on,
place.
Envis.
The
No
goal is
good,
no
no
good.
good,
Beat
no good.
before, I think, is the call. This is going to be a ball that go to either player.
Shame.
I know. It's okay. So Doug making some calls there. Obviously a goal ref, but seems to be thinking that someone might have been diving onto that. Maybe. Yep. Advantage called. I think we're going to see a card here against one of
Jamie
Rebels players.
Oh, Rebels
for that.
players.
Yeah, I think it's a. No, sorry. It's a Wessex Warlocks player, I think, for diving onto the ball, perhaps.
I think that'll be Jamie. It's Jamie, isn't it?
Yes, at the moment.
Yeah, it was.
Let's see what the refs have to say.
No, it's. Alice, do you? Okay, no, that's fine.
They had a call as one way, and they've asked what I thought.
Yeah, no. It was an illegal push from behind.
I know, I hold my
Yeah,
hands up.
yeah. Yellow card! Rebels number 23!
No,
illegal
Rebels 23.
push! Push from behind! Yes.
What was that called, Sam? Illegal push from behind made against
It's just they're
Enfys
supposed to
Rebels 23. So.
Oh, I thought it was against a
Was
Warlock.
a
Like,
Rebels,
they point
okay.
it-
My
I know some
whistle.
people, they swap it around.
Well, you're meant to, when you're calling advantage, point it towards the side you believe has performed the foul.
Yeah, that's what I
But
do.
obviously, not always the easiest thing to get right. Mainly, you just want to make sure there's a stoppage when something bad happens. If it's affecting the course of play, which obviously that did, we're going to see a card. Okay,
Jake.
good beat there. A bit of a deflect.
No good, no good.
Shots missed though. Let's see if it can be recovered. Yes, it can. Lovely little shot there. Very cheeky.
Well
Bringing the score now to 8-1 to the favour of the Warlocks.
I've seen a few people with these dry robe coats on this weekend. I want to
Yeah,
know
well,
what
I
the
think there's
hype
some
is
people
about.
fishing for some sponsors, maybe. You know, we'll have to see. Ooh. Look at that.
Oh, Raptors versus Wolves first. Savio.
Look at
Good game.
that. Look at that slot.
And it's on
Okay.
this pitch, right?
On this pitch for the stream, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh, big shot.
Oh my goodness! Surely yes! Surely yes!
Good heavens. That went
Was
through
that
the net.
in?
Right.
Was that in?
We're going to shot.
Oh my days!
Keeper's ball. Goal is good. Mate.
If I made a shot like that, I'd retire.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
just
I'm done,
you wouldn't
I'm
need
done.
any more Quidditch.
Yeah, my job here is done.
You'd just go home, you know.
We'd just go home.
You'd give up. Oh, mate.
That was amazing.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From the halfway line. To be
I
fair,
know.
it
pitch
is a
is a
shorter
shorter.
pitch.
Over halfway.
It's a shorter pitch, but it doesn't mean that it still wasn't really cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Safe! Beat Rebels keeper!
Okay. Good spot here by number
on.
47.
Play
A
on,
little bit of
play
a
on.
tackle there. A
Right,
nod,
bringing them
nods
down.
for
Ball out,
Doug.
ball out,
That
ball
was
out.
legal, they think.
Absolutely.
Going to see
fine.
some pickups. It's going to be a
Keeper.
Warlock fall. Goes to the keeper. Nothing they can do there. Player still mounted, going home. We are seeing a rare moment of control here for the Rebels. So, going to have to see how the Warlocks do when they are forced to be a little bit slow, a little bit more cerebral in their attack. Perhaps some running around, but instead, Lisa's just going to try a napalm,
Oh,
which is a
Amber.
pretty good shot.
Oh,
Amber goes for it. Not got the same arm, but I
Still
think it's going to get
scrapping.
finished.
Wow.
No.
This
Oh,
is
it's
why
good.
you never give up. This
Oh,
is why you should
no,
never,
no, no,
ever,
no, no.
ever give up.
I mean, like, the thing is that when there's a ball on the ground,
Yeah.
you just have to make sure that no one else can have it, and it's
Yeah.
your ball. And if you don't, if you're a bit slow, you're like, it's on the ground, it's fine. Goals like that are going to happen because
you're gonna
sometimes get mugged off. So true, bestie. So true. How much is a bacon cob at this place, Claire?
£3.
3. Is it sausage as well, or is
There's
it only
some
bacon?
it's only bacon, but you can get an only sausage boy. They put 2 sausages in it.
Safe! Safe!
The bread's not
Safe!
buttered.
Bread's not.
Keepers.
bread's
They
not
provide
buttered.
sauce.
Sorry, there is an important game going on in front of us, but mainly I want to know what I'm having for lunch. I was pulled onto this commentary slot against my will.
Oh,
I was
really?
meant to be timekeeping on the other table.
Wow.
I've been grabbed over, didn't have a chance to
Safe.
lunch.
Oh, nice beat.
Good
made
beat there by Sam, but we're
yeah.
going to see
That's
control.
a nice little
Guys, good.
shot over.
Good shot again.
Who made that
lovely-
shot?
I think it was light again.
Henry's had the Weetabix.
Looks like okay. The dodgeball has gone so far.
No rush!
Oh my
It's
days.
fine!
A beat that we are seeing a timeout
Stoppage to retrieve
collect it,
equipment!
return it to the
Remount
field,
and resume on my
and then
whistle!
enjoy the game again. I say
Yeah.
enjoy, resume. I'm not sure if any,
I
maybe
do
people are
enjoy
enjoying.
I do enjoy that rule.
Oh yeah, it's a real feels bad when a beat misses and it just yeets it off the back of the pitch, and there's nothing you can do.
Livy putting in lovely contact,
good contact.
envious with the ball, and also.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Go home, mate. That was a little bit hard.
Sent them all.
Yeah, so there was a arm there that went over the shoulder, which is a bit high contact. Not egregious, just a bit unsafe. So we're going to send back to Hoops to give it a bit of a warning, and then we'll see what happens now. There's a possibility that what actually was happening there is you're playing an advantage for the Rebels. And we'll see if anything's called now. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bit of
turnover ball. There you
maybe
go. That's a good stoppage.
a little bit nasty.
Ball is with
but-
Wessex keeper. Remount and resume on my
Okay,
whistle.
no call. Ball is with the Warlocks keeper. Let's see what we can do. Okay, 11-1 now the score in the favour of these Warlocks of Wessex. It's a really great team name. I think we need to have more fake fantasy monsters involving in things. The quality of naming has gone downhill in my opinion. Quality of naming has gone downhill. Like, more things should have silly alliterative names to do with being a wizard. We've lost our roots, Chloe.
Sorry.
We've lost our roots.
You sound
Where's
like
the Worcester Sorcerers? That's what I want to know. Where are they? Why did that team never form? It was so good. I missed them, even though they never existed. Right, okay. Katie taking around. Good swat there by Callum, doing a block. Great beat there.
Keep a ball.
We're going to see a bit of a counter now by the...
All of the Warlocks chasers are turning on the Jets and going down.
Okay, a little bit behind there. Going to try again. Let's see if Norman can take the pressure. Go for the ball. Stationary though. Wraps around. Oh, just a little bit too high. Archer's still got hands on though. Gets beat. That's well after surely.
That's Rebels ball. That's surely.
That's a green ball. It's a green ball. Playing on.
Playing on. That is interesting.
Okay, no, fine. No,
we
got it. Sent home. Ball thrown back. Again, a quite extended period of control handed by the Rebels here.
Yeah.
And they've not really been able to do much of it. It's not resulted in a goal.
No.
They've been able to roll a couple players back. Arge going to safely retreat to his keeper zone, take advantage of that immunity. Gets beat, but he's not going to do anything anyway. Just surrenders control by beating a player in their own keeper zone. Keeper headband. That is a little bit of a rookie error, perhaps.
Yeah.
But what can you do? Great pressure on him by Callum. Throws one, catches the other, beats Jake. Ball's on the ground. No bludgers here for Warlocks. They don't seem to be going though, and I'm not sure why. There should be a lot more pace being used here. Throws over the top, a little bit too high for Norman. They should have been running that in about 5 seconds before the ball got thrown.
I can't lie, yeah, probably.
But that's the thing. I was saying this earlier. It's all about timing for these things, communication, the synchronization of things. Sometimes one of these games that is a win has to result in a lot of shouting, a lot of communication. The best teams move together because they know where they need to be or what they're meant to be doing.
Yep.
And sometimes silence is actually a really encouraging thing to happen in your communication because you've worked it all out. But that was maybe not great. Callum went on a pretty impressive rampage there, but they weren't able to follow up. Elle takes an angle, trades here. We're going to see a counter. Here's some coordination. Good tackling there by Emphies. Throws up to 52. Misses though. And again. No good again. Knocks it off. Oh no. Keeper's ball now. That's a shame. And then we see a seeker on. Who's this flag runner here?
That is Matt Powell from Wales Seconds and maybe Warwick as well.
I just don't know who any people are. It's awful. Considering how long I've spent shouting about this ridiculous excuse.
Over halfway!
I really should know more people's names. It's fine. Right, okay. Lovely bit of contact here. Thrown off by Elle. Great bit of positioning, but doesn't manage to follow it. Lisa standing over that.
I think Rebels could do
Volleyball.
more work on safer hands.
Yeah, definitely. The handling can be a little bit sketchy at times. I just going for it. Going to see a shot in a minute. Throws it, dunks it through the hoop. Lovely stuff. Brings a score to 12-1, just as we are expecting these seekers to be released.
Sam is chasing. I believe Warlocks have laid everything down and decided, do what you want.
Or it might be something to do like rotations or gender or something.
It could, yeah.
Okay, lovely little bubble here being set up by the Warlocks. Clearly their intention here to end this game as quick as possible. They've got, even if they were at a disadvantage, that catch was absolutely fine. I don't think we're going to see
Lovely.
anything wrong with that unless there was a foul in the game that affected it.
Which I don't think there
return the ball.
was.
I mean, nothing.
Unless whatever was happening over here was.
Maybe they were having a little bit
Okay,
hug on the
okay,
ground
okay.
over a ball. Happens to the best of us. We all do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liz. I'm really looking forward to this sausage sandwich, Chloe.
Oh yeah.
My wallet. Did they take card?
Yes. When I
Good,
went, they had to stop
good.
for 10
Okay,
minutes 'cause
perfect.
they ran out
Just in
of
case
silverware.
anybody watching the live stream is having any queries about the catering that is available here at these fields, that is closing in about half an hour. So maybe get here as soon as you can.
Pete's really happily
cool,
eating a
Catch
some
is
kind of
good!
biscuit.
Catch is good. That brings the final score to this game to 15-1. What are we doing here? What's happening? Yeah, lovely game there played by... Oh, very
This
good.
tournament!
Lovely game here played by the Wessex Warlocks. A bit unfortunate by the Rebels that they had that
Aye.
annoying eviction, double substitution, complication shenanigan at the
Yeah.
beginning. But once that happened, I think they did an admirable job of doing the best they could.
Yeah.
Got that one goal. That's important for the morale when you're down in the game. But yeah, now, so the consequences here is that I believe West Country have now been eliminated